The world welcomes the newest Pope, Pope Leo XIV. One Lowcountry family is looking back on their miraculous encounter with the late Pope Francis in a story you'll only see on Live 5 News. Justin Kolar sat down with the Carmona family and explains how they say their big prayer was answered in a little white envelope.
6-year-old Giovanni Carmona Luna had one big question.
How did God make the world?
It wasn't the kind of question he could answer, not one his parents could either. Not after visiting a volcano in Nicaragua, not after seeing the castles and kingdoms of
Disney?
And certainly not after visiting the Vatican, where he wondered about the universe and the one who created it.
Because I don't know how God made the world.
So Giovanni did something special.
He
wrote a letter to Pope Francis.
Dear
Pope Francis, how did God make the world? And a jaguar? I don't know.
Giovanni drew pictures, signing the letter with care. A question from a little boy traveling across that big blue world. And then, silence. Weeks later, as Giovanni's family returned from an Easter trip, the unexpected happened.
On the last day, Giovanni got really sick.
Giovanni fell and scraped his knees like so many kids do. But quickly, he developed a bad infection, hundreds of miles from home.
He started developing a fever and chills.
This little boy, filled with so much wonder, couldn't walk.
And we were scared that he was getting an infection in his leg, and they told us we were probably going to have to operate.
As soon as the plane touched down in the U.S., his family rushed him to the hospital, his white blood cell count sky high.
They told us his white cells are elevated to 25,000.
The hospital staff prepared the Carmonas for a long stay. It was hard to find hope.
It just made me realize again how fragile life is, and it's in God's hands now.
Their worry became prayer. Their prayer answered.
And by the fourth day, he was fine.
When they finally got home, something special was waiting for them. A signed letter with a Vatican seal.
Dear Giovanni,
His Holiness Pope Francis has received your letter. The Holy Father will pray for you and your
family.
When we got that letter, to me it was just like, it's gonna be okay.
To me, it's a sign.
Then the next day, we saw the news.
We've got some breaking news just now coming into the newsroom. A day after Easter Sunday, Pope Francis has now died.
They were shocked, heartbroken, but Giovanni knew exactly what to do. He picked up a pen and he wrote,
Dear Pope, we still love you and we pray for you.
That prayer, written out on a small piece of paper with the boy's drawings and big questions about God, volcanoes, and jaguars, might have been one of the last Pope Francis ever read.
He said, can we still pray for the Pope? And I said, oh yeah, we can stay. He said, we still love him. He's dead, but we still love him and we pray for him.
A prayer, a blessing, a letter from heaven.
That was from the Pope.
Reporting in Charleston, Justin Kolar, Live 5 News.